It's set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 180. Stay with your man.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mayfield now from the 50. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. N'Keal Harry, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free, and he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. After a one-point game, 7-6. I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield off the play fake. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mike, 58, right there.
From the 22, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go! Check it back, check it back. Check 9, check 9. Check 3, 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Smooth. 58's the Mike. All day. All day. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. We got to get the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Gurley again here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From just shy of midfield, Goff trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To throw is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22.
12. Turn up. 4 down.
Here's Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tonight, 180, value 3. Hey, you don't want to see me. 5. 58, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 56. Hey.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Pull it together.
1st down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. N'Keal Harry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Point it right. Alert.
Here's Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Landry, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Motion. Alert. Value 1. Check 1. Never close. Slam.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, wahoo!
3rd and long. It's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Hey, Haywood!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
180!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a...
And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 97 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Run you over. 50. Mike, 58, right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
Chubb on the counter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. Keeps himself upright. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to loft one deep and got his man complete. He's at the 40. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now gone. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Slam.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
80. Come on, come on.
On 1st down, gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eric Murray, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
53, Mike. Here we go. 5. 53's Mike. Check Alpha.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Team 6.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go!
At their own 20-yard line.
Go, 20!
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's gone. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points